Hey guys, welcome back to High Yield Intraday Trading. I hope every one of you is doing good. So before we start discussing today's topic, let me request you all to subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on the subscribe button here. Once you click on it, you will get the confirmation on the left bottom corner. Post you subscribe to my channel, also make sure to press the bell icon and click on all. You will get the confirmation on the left bottom corner so that whenever I upload a video, you get the notification about the same without any misses. Also, I would request you all to subscribe to my Telegram channel with the name HYIT Intraday Calls because I share a lot of things over there and it might be helpful to you in some way or the other. All right, so stop loss, a very crucial component in day trading or in any form of trading to that matter of fact. And the reason why it is crucial is because it helps us in minimizing our losses, or you can say it keeps the losses in control and safeguards our capital. Okay, now coming to the main objective of this video, I decided to make this video because very recently I was asked about a query by one of the Telegram friends that Mangal, I had placed a stop loss at so and so price, but it exceeded the stop loss price and it squared up my position way beyond my stop loss price. And as a result of which, I had to face a huge loss. Okay. Now, post this, he had a big argument with his broker and all those stuffs happened, but it all went in vain. He did not get his money back and ultimately it was a loss that he had to incur. Okay, so if you ask me, this thing that happened to him has a logic behind it. Okay, it's the way the stop losses work in real time, and this is what exactly I'm going to discuss in today's video. Okay, and at the same time I would also like to mention that it's not that the Indian brokers are flawless and they do everything right. There are many things that the brokers do because of which the retail traders face the losses, and I'm completely against those things. But the hard fact is we cannot do much against them. Okay, in India, at least in India, finding a good broker is also a challenge. Okay, but anyways, let's get on to the topic. So hearing all these things happening, what I realized, what I would say, one of the facts that I realized was that people don't really understand the way how stop loss works. What they understand when it comes to stop loss is that if I put a stop loss at a particular price, let's say I put a stop loss at 510 rupees, then the stop loss has to be triggered at that very price. Now, this is a wrong understanding. Okay, so in this video, I will go ahead and let you know how exactly the stop loss works and what are the two stop losses that can be used in the stock market, the difference between them, and which one do I prefer. Okay, so as every one of us know, there are two types of stop losses that can be used in the stock market. The first one is the stop loss market, which is also known as SLM, and the second one is stop loss, or we also call it as stop loss limit. Okay, now the wordings might be different on different platforms, but the gist would be the same. Like, for example, if I talk about stop loss limit, then in some terminals or in some platforms, you will find this mentioned as just stop loss. And in some platforms, you will find this to be mentioned as stop loss limit. So it differs from platform to platform, but one thing remains the same, and that's the way they work. Okay, so having that said, now let's decode this stop losses one after the other. Okay, so talking about the stop loss market first, SLM. Okay, so let's assume that you have initiated a buy position in a particular stock at a price of 510 rupees and you expect this stock price to be moving up maybe till 515 rupees. Okay, but at the same time, as a day trader, you are also aware of the fact that it can also move against your anticipation. So you put a SLM order at 505 rupees. Okay, and when you put a SLM order, normally you are being asked to fetch in just one value or one price, which is called as the trigger price. Okay, so basically what it means is if the stock's price falls and comes down to 505 rupees, then your buy position should be squared up automatically by the system, right? This is the normal understanding that the traders have. But what the traders are not aware about is that even if you have placed a stop loss market order at 505 rupees, no one guarantees that your position will be squared up exactly at 505 rupees. Okay, and there cannot be any complaining about this fact because the system is designed in that way. Okay, so if you are using SLM, then you are guaranteed of the fact that your position will be squared up if the price goes down to either 505 or 504.95 or 504.45 or 504 or 513, anywhere. Okay, so I hope you got the point. Now the last point about SLM is that most of the time you will see that the square up happens exactly at your mentioned stop loss price. Okay, so this is a good thing that happens in most of the cases. But again, just because it happens in most of the cases, it does not mean that it will happen the same way all the time. Okay, so you as a trader, it becomes important for you to know how things work in the background and what expectations can you have from a particular thing. Okay, so that was about the stop loss market order. Now getting on to the second type of stop loss, that is the stop loss limit or just stop loss. Okay, now this is somewhat different from stop loss market. Okay, in the sense that you will be asked to fetch in two prices when you are defining a stop loss. So again, let's assume that you have initiated a buy position in a particular stock at a price of 510 rupees and you expect the stock price to be moving up maybe till 515, but at the same time as a day trader you also realize the fact that it might the move might be against your anticipated direction as well. So you put a stop loss limit order. Now here, while putting the stop loss limit order, you will be asked to fetch in two prices. One will be the trigger price and the other will be the limit price. So in this case, our trigger price will be 505 rupees and the limit price will be anything that is lower than 505. Okay, let's say for example 504 rupees. Okay, so what does it mean? It means that if the stock prices start falling and when it reaches 505 rupees, it triggers the stop loss order and this trigger is sent to the exchange for the execution. Okay, and the max loss that you are ready to take is 504 rupees and nothing beyond that particular price. Okay, so now the question arises, when will the stop loss limit order get executed? Okay, the answer to this is it might get executed at any price between 505 and 504. Okay, that is the trigger price and the limit price. So it can be at 505 or 504.55 or 504.25 or even at 504. Okay, so this is one part of it. The second and the most dangerous part of stop loss limit is that if 504 is missed, okay, then your stop loss will not get executed. So the next obvious question is, why and how can 504 be missed? Well, it can very well be missed if there are no buyers or sellers respectively at that price point. Okay, so if there are no buyers right from 505 to 504, then your stop loss limit order will not be executed and your losses will keep increasing as the stock's price keep falling. Okay, and you will still be very much in the trade as your trade is still on. Okay, even if the stock prices fall to 495 or 490 or any number less than that, you will still be in the trade, of course, till the time your stop loss does not reach 80% of your total capital amount, because once that is reached, okay, the broker will auto square up your position anyways. Okay, so I hope you got the difference between stop loss limit and stop loss market. Okay, so yeah, I mean, that is the point. That is the point. So I hope you got the point as to how stop losses work and how you should be acting accordingly. Okay. Now coming to the last part of the video, which stop loss is better in my perspective? Well, I always recommend stop loss market orders because it at least guarantees the squaring up of the position, unlike the stop loss limit order. Okay, so my recommendation is always SLM, stop loss market orders. Okay, so that's what I wanted to share with you, people. Stop losses are there to safeguard us, but they also have their restrictions. Okay, as I explained, but again, we should always look at the positive side of the things. Okay, and here the positive side is the price misses that I explained they happen rarely, and most of the time our stop losses get executed as per our instructions or as per the price point that we provide to the system. Okay, so that's it from my end, guys. And as always, would request you all to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And also, please do not miss the ending of this video, as you will get some more information about HYIT that might be helpful to you in some way or the other. And please feel free to ask your questions and queries, if any, in the comments section, and I will surely reply back to them. And also, please do not forget to like this video if you liked it. Okay, so that's all from my end, and I will see you all later. Hope you all will stick back. Happy trading. Stay back home. Bye bye.